want them to know how much he loved them. You could just see it in his eyes. Like when he'd hold Tyler when he was a baby, and then Kendall later, and then together just in his big, strong, warm arms. He loved them so, so much. And when my husband and I were thinking, should we have kids? Should we not have kids? I remember him specifically saying, you should have kids. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's amazing. Definitely have kids. That, enthusiasm he had. He loved his babies.
There are some people in the world that just burn bright, and they live life to the fullest, and that's what I would want Kendall and Tyler to know, is that their dad just burned bright, and he impacted and shined on so many people in the community, and he loved them very much.
He was just a great dad. All of our kids are blessed with that, so he was a great dad, a good friend, and they should just know he was awesome.
I mean, he bragged on them every day. He loved them to death, and I mean, I don't know. They have the best dad out there, no doubt.
I think the important thing for his kids to know is just how full bore he went at everything. He didn't go half-assed at anything. He went for it. He decided he was going to start mountain bike riding, and ends up doing 15 races a year. No 1 or 2 races a year like the rest of us do. So I think that's what they should know about their dad.
Watching him and watching Tyler, when Tyler would be at a sporting event or at a basketball game or at golf, and the way that Tyler's eyes would look at his dad to say, look at me, Dad, look at what I'm doing. And then just to see the glow back on Ryan and the joy that was inside of him to see Tyler just enjoying what he was doing and succeeding and having fun, that father-son connection that I could see between the two of them. And when Tyler started to mountain bike, that brought so much happiness into Ryan. And to see the two of them together and then he and Kendall were like 2 peas in a pod. Just outgoing and life of the party, and wanted to be everyone's friend and the center of attention, and to see the two of them together was just humorous.
Your dad, Tyler Kendall, loved you so much, okay? And later on in life, you're gonna wonder why people are put on this earth. Ryan was put on this earth not only to be your daddy, but he was put on this earth to save my life. So because I was heading down the wrong path, kind of growing up as a kid. I didn't really, I wasn't going down the right path that I knew I should be going down until I met Ryan, and he came across my path with motorcycles and riding and everything like that. And from that moment on, I wanted to hang around him. I wanted to do what he did. I wanted to aspire what he wanted to aspire to be, which was just a good person, and do good, go to school, become a doctor, become whatever, become a lawyer, So and from that point on, I started doing good in school. I started, just hanging out with the good crowd like your dad, and stop hanging out with the bad crowd. Just by that one instance of him grabbing me in the hallway at Roswell High School and saying, "Hey, let's go ride." So that's one thing your daddy did was save my life. And I owe everything to him.
I want them to know that he was so dedicated and so intense about everything that he did. So he was the kind of guy that like a normal person might learn to tile so they could tile their own house. Ryan took that and made a business. A normal person goes on a bike ride. Ryan did competitive mountain bike races and won them. And so his work ethic was completely unparalleled, and his passion and zest for life. And so I hope that they take that to heart, and it helps them with everything they do.
I think it's just important to know how much he loved them. I could see every time he would watch them how proud he is of them, how much joy he got out of their lives. That's what he would always talk about, is he would tell stories about Tyler, tell stories about Kendall and the awesome things that they did, the funny things that they did. He really loved his kids.
He loves his kids. I'm gonna start crying. He loves his kids more than they'll ever know. And one of the things that was neat is, because our kids were the same age, Ryan and I got to talk about him a lot. And he's so proud of both of them and the things that they've done, and the people that they already are. And so I would want to know that he's proud of them. And then I would say, what was so neat about Ryan, and they know this, but he gave everything. I mean, whatever he did, he was passionate about it, and he put his all into it. And I know he would want the same thing of his kids, and he would want them to give their all as well. And so, I mean, those are the two things that probably jump out to me. And actually, a third one, what was so neat about Ryan too, is because he gave 100%, he enjoyed life to the fullest. And I would say, I don't think Ryan has a regret about anything that he did or what he was doing. And I think he would want Tyler and Kendall to have that same attitude, to live life to its fullest, to not have any regrets, to appreciate what you've been given, and love every day and make the most of it. And that was Ryan. I mean, he really made the most of every day.